All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Live Before Lock. Let's go. We got a big slate. We got the cup. Huh? We got Respect the Cup. That's what we got going on tonight. So a lot of cup action. Excuse me. Whoa. We've got some streak action we're dealing with. We've got Sabonis being ruled out, which just kind of ruined a lot of my evening. But more importantly, who do we got in the chat? I see David's up in here. Akmal. We got Akmal. Let's go. Vuvuzella's in the chat. We got Mr. Weisberg, TK up in here. Magic Murillo. Greasing is here. Who else you got? Joaquim's up in this bitch. Ibrahim. Let's go. Ricky Ricardo. Boston Sean. David's still here. Shindro. Q Gold. Everybody's here. Gary Neville. That's right, baby. That's right. Yeah, Austin Reeves already ruled out. Yeah, everything sucks. Everything sucks based on people being ruled out. Listen, this is what we're going to do for the giveaway tonight. All right, let's fire up this. Halyard's up in here too. Just to get the party started. Here we go. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag Saboner into the chat. While you guys do that, I put this into the chat earlier today. I mean, the show this morning. Very excited for the Heady Topper. We're opening that up. Happy Friday. It's Hershey said, I ran out of laundry detergent and started panicking. Someone grabbed my shoulder, picked up my clothes, and wore them. I smiled because it was Klay Thompson. My clothes are now washed. Okay, I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing here. The Klay slander has started. We're going streaking. All right, we got a big slate tonight. I was able to just finish up my 150 over on Underdog. And let me tell you, I was playing it earlier today, like Sabonis was in and LaMelo was in. And guess what? They're not. They're not in. They're not in at all. But it's Dyson Daniels night. At least that's what I've been telling myself. That is what I've been telling myself. So let's hope. Let's pray. Let's pray that we get it. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys had a fresh, so rare game week. I opened up some of my rewards earlier today. As always, if this is your first time here, what we are going to do, you told your kitty to buy a Kalel wear. Respect, man. Respect. We got one instead of Wembenyama when we crafted last week on show. So you got that. It does feel like a Gideon, a Westbrook triple-double night. I'm with you on that. And I just, to get out in front of it here, we are going to go for 90 minutes. We're going to wrap up at 6:30 today, Eastern anyways, because I got to go do adult stuff, all right? A friend of ours is turning, today's his 40th birthday. So we're going out there. Oh, Guillermo, we got a new member. Let's go, Guillermo Nunez. But I got to go to a birthday party. And what's beautiful is it's at this bar that used to be like the bar that we would go to after our, like when I was doing comedy, which I don't do as much anymore because I talk to you fucking dorks about NFT sports. But prior to that, after our shows, we would go to this bar, and that is where the party's at. And this person's not a comedian. This is like from outside the comedy community. So I don't know. That's kind of fun. That's fun for me. I don't know if you cared about that little tidbit, that little anecdote, but that was fun for me. All right, let's go. Let's just kind of peruse through the slate. We can talk some injury news. What we'll do, is go over the slate. We'll go over the injury news, and then we will get into. So I'm going to build my lineups, and then we will get into your questions. So let me pull up the lines here. And see what we got going on. I've got a lot of Dyson Daniels tonight. I've got an alarming amount of Dyson Daniels tonight, and it's making me nervous. All right, here we go. Let's share screen. Let's look at ESPN Bet, even though that is a dead organization. Also, let me just take a sip here. Since we made it. I want to take my sip. Stan, you know what, Stan? I want you to listen closely. I know you're playing the free game. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? All right, Celtics Magic. We got a 3.5 point spread, baby. I really like this game. I think this is fun. I think there's going to be a lot of turnovers. I think Derek White is going to snag some steals tonight. That's what I'm betting on. Magic and Celtics, they are relatively healthy. Everybody's pretty good to go. Desmond Bane should be playing, even though he recently just spiked the ball off on Yucca Nkongwu's head. So this is a cup game. All of these are cup games, obviously. Cavs and the Wizards. Keyshawn George got a downgrade today. So even though they have Middleton and CJ McCollum back, there's no Coulibaly. There's no Keyshawn George. This, to me, feels like a blowout. I've been pretty light when it comes to underdog on Donovan Mitchell and on Evan Mobley. I still think they're probably fine plays. I just there's the back and forth all the time, right? Like, well, if it's a blowout, people need to go off in order to blow them out. I guess my point is I think Jalen Tyson and Craig Porter Jr. can blow them out. So, I'm a little bit nervous about this. 13.5 point spread. Whatever. Alex Starr. This is my favorite game of the night. 234.5 point total. Raptors and Hawks. 2.5 point spread. Let me shout out our boy Skeets, J.E. Skeets, one of the Top Shot hot boys. Shared this with some friends a little bit earlier today, but he had a great little tidbit from John Hollinger of The Athletic. The Toronto-Atlanta winner will be 2-0 and sit atop East Group A. Because both Toronto and Atlanta each won their openers by double digits and each has a game left against the Wizards, the winner of this game is likely to have a very strong point differential tiebreaker in its favor. So anyways, I feel like this game is going to go absolutely bonkers. I'm excited about it. You could talk me into Jalen Johnson. You could talk me into Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, just about everybody that's participating in this game. I'm excited about. Also, Luke Kennard got a late Q tag today. So they already don't have Trae Young. They don't have Luke. It sounds like they're not going to have Luke Kennard. Jalen Johnson, who according to, I think it was Gallagher. I was listening to the Establish the Run show. Like the most points at the rim or something like that. I'm doing a bad job crediting him when he gave a good stat, so I apologize. But Jalen Johnson, I love. Dyson Daniels. I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker is going to be in play on this slate. Porzingis is like the only guy whose minutes have not been skyrocketing lately, but I do like that. And then RJ, BI, Scotty Barnes, they all seem to be getting the same amount of points. Yeah, but it's going to be enough points tonight. IQ is the only guy that I think I'd slow down because I imagine he gets the Dyson Daniels treatment. Jakob Poeltl's still going to be on a minute restriction, I believe. But anyways, that's that game. Close spread, decent total. Get me involved, Detroit basketball against the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets don't have Cam Thomas. Honestly, how do the Nets keep this game within 30? They have no Cam Thomas. They have nobody to create offense. It's going to be a lot of Michael Porter Jr. I just kind of assume this game gets out of hand. But honestly, the fact that it's only 10.5 is alarming. I thought this would have been 15 at this point. But for Brooklyn, I don't even know who benefits from Brooklyn. We'll go look at top tier in a little bit. But again, no Cam Thomas in this game. For Detroit, Jalen Duren coming off a 50-point performance. Does he repeat that? Tyrese Martin and the Bros. You're right, it's Hershey. Houston Rockets against the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama, back-to-back bad basketball games. What happens here? What happens here against the Rockets? A note that I will credit Gallagher for appropriately, I think. They mentioned a really good thing about Houston where this could be a Kevin Durant game in this situation, which I liked this take because this is going to be a faster paced game. A lot happens their transition defense is pretty good, that San Antonio's is. And so Amin Thompson maybe doesn't flourish in this moment. Maybe this is more of a KD moment. Anyways, I don't know. I thought this was pretty good. Like that take. Shout out KD. Rockets are 4.5 point favorites. Breaking news, BT Dubs, if you missed it, De'Aaron Fox is returning for the Spurs, not tonight, but tomorrow. Tomorrow he will be back for the Spurs. Yeah, Şengün is going to be out there. I don't know. I think I would rank my Rockets, KD, Goon, and then Amin Thompson. I think that's the direction that I would go with that if I was just ranking them straight on like who I was most excited about. And then Castle, again, another good spot for him. The Charlotte-Miami game is nuts. So there's no LaMelo Ball. There's no Brandon Miller. And then Colin Sexton is also doubtful for this game, which finally means that Trey Mann could be in play. Because my biggest complaint when people were like, oh, LaMelo's out, is it Trey Mann night? And I was like, no, it's not, because Sexton is there. But now Sexton probably isn't going to be there. And so now I do think Trey Mann is in play. I think Con Knippel's in play. I'm still a fan of the Cock. Ryan Cockbrenner, I think, is in play. All of those Hornets. Miles Bridges should go bonkers today, even though we all agree he's a piece of shit. On the Miami side of things, there's no Bam Adebayo. And then what was the other thing? There was something else. Oh, Pelly Larson got downgraded. One note about Miami is that Davion Mitchell's usage kind of went nuts in the second half when Bam went out. So I think everybody is focused on Khalil Ware, obviously, who is a smash, Norman Powell, and Andrew Wiggins, right? But I do think Davion Mitchell and Jaime Jaquez Jr. are two guys not enough people are talking about that I do think could get a little bit of a boost here. So I do like them. This line has jumped from 4.5 to 7.5 since LaMelo is ruled out. Don't sleep on Jovic, no other bigs. The problem is Jovic is sleeping on Jovic. He's been dog shit lately. All right, the Grizzlies against the Dallas Mavericks. This, to me, is one of the trickier games of the night. You got the Grizz are favored by 4.5 against the Mavericks. So I'm assuming, rightfully so, everybody is saying, hey, John Morant kind of sucks now, doesn't really want to play for Memphis. Kevin Durant's making fun of his dad courtside, right? I just want to point one thing out about Ja. Ja has played wait, he's not suspended. David, you start doing this shit again, man. You start doing this shit again. We'll just block you from the chat if you do this again. Because you did this with somebody else being ruled out and he wasn't ruled out. He's definitely not suspended. So let's just chill out with that. But the last two games, Ja Morant went up against not just one Thompson, but two Thompsons, right? Amin Thompson and Asar Thompson as they played the Pistons and the Rockets in back-to-back games, I believe, right? I do think this is a better matchup for Ja, even though Dallas is considered like a strong defensive team. I get it, but they don't have that same type of guy that they can put just in like stick in front of him. Like, what is it going to be? D'Lo? No, it can't. You can't put D'Lo on him. Is it Klay Thompson? No. What are you going to put Cooper Flag on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So Josh should have a better, an easier time, if you will, to get into the paint. I will just say this now. There is a ton of risk in playing Ja. One, because David might tell us that he's suspended. But two, I mean, it's just like, there's been a clear change in how he's been playing lately. So I totally get it. If you're pumping the brakes on Ja a little bit, I totally understand. But I think I'm going to go there. On the Dallas side of things, no Lively again. Anthony Davis is doubtful, but we don't anticipate him playing. Also, Dallas kind of sucks. So it's like hard to play him too. It's hard to play any of them. So I don't really know if we can get too much of Dallas. But whatever. I mean, do you? Chicago Bulls, Milwaukee Bucks. This is like my second favorite game of the night. Bucks are favored by 4.5 here, which is kind of nuts because the Bulls seem to be the best team in basketball. Giannis Antetokounmpo should go nuts. So I'm here for the Giannis stuff. Honestly, that's probably the only Milwaukee Buck I'm playing. I'm done with the Miles Turner experiment. I'm not getting there. I'm not getting any of the other ones. The Bulls, our boy, the Gooten says I'm also afraid to use Triple J. Triple J's been ass, man. He's been ass. He hasn't been involved on the offensive glass. I mean, on the offensive side of the floor, it hasn't been really doing anything defensively. I know he had a 5-block game the other day and still like barely got any points. We could always play PJ Washington. But anyways, back to the Bulls. Ayo Dosunmu sounds like he's probably not going to go. So Gideon Bucci, that's the path to our heart. The Utah Yays and the Minnesota Timberwolves, 12.5-point faves for the T-Wolves. Anthony Edwards back in action. He's good to go. So we don't have to worry about that. No Walker Kessler, not just for tonight, but for the rest of life. Walker Kessler's not playing. So naturally, you would think, ooh, baby, is it Kyle Filipowski season? No, it's not, because Will Hardy is more interested in Yusuf Nurkic. It's probably on the Utah side of stuff. Like, I don't Does McDaniels get Keontae George or Lowry Markkinen? I don't know. I don't really love any of them, if I'm being honest. I don't really love any of them. Let's keep moving on. Mike Conley should get a little ding to him with Ant-Man being back and ready to go. I agree Nurk's only going to last so long. I'm a big fan of Filipowski. I'm just saying. Two more games. Nuggets are favored by 9.5. Jimmy Bucks, that is, participated in shoot around. However, has not been ruled in just yet. Okay. Steph Curry has been throwing up. He's already been ruled out. Draymond Green is in. Moses Moody got a late Q tag. So Moses, somebody I think that was projecting well, probably not going to be able to get there. On the Denver side of stuff, pretty much ready to go. And then last but not least, OKC and Sacramento. Hashtag Saboner. Sabonis has been ruled out. Ruined my day. So he's been ruled out, which actually gives Russ a little bit of a boost there. On the OKC side of things, here's the thing. So OKC gets Chet back. Chet didn't play the last game or last two games. So Chet Holmgren is back. Lou Dort is questionable. Caruso's back. If a J-Dub obviously out, Aaron Wiggins is also out. If Lou Dort is out, which I don't think we are. Yeah, seriously, Matty Harrison, great point. Is Draymond getting ejected because Steph is out? If Lou Dort is out, which by the way, let's do a Dort report, huh? How have we gone? We're like 17 minutes. We haven't fucking done a drop. So if Dort is out, I'm way more interested in some of these Kings. And it was the same take I had the other night, which if you tuned into the NBA bit, you heard about this, and then I won $2,500 because of it. So flex on him. With Dort was out, I really like Denny Avdia. You know what I'm saying? And then Denny went nuts. Dort being out just kind of opens up the offense for everybody a little bit. And so if that happens, I think we can mess around. With some of this game a little bit more. And an underdog, I'm guilty of this too. Once that news came in, I started slamming Russell Hustle Westbrook. But this game could get out of hand. It's 11.5 point favorite. Now it is respect the cup, so who knows? Oh, Rabona King in the house. Let's go. Alan A says, how long do you think Sabonis will be out? I don't know. He's been questionable up until close to game times for the last couple of games, and then ruled out both times. How are those best ball teams looking? They were looking pretty good. Until our boy Zion decided to do Zion stuff. But no, we're in pretty good shape. We had a lot of Keontae George, we had a lot of Keyshawn George. So a lot of our bigger stands are crushing right now. So we're in good shape right now, but it's early. So that's tonight. That is tonight. Let's just quickly look at the rest of the weekend, right? Because we already got news that Austin Reeves has been ruled out for tomorrow. That's tomorrow's action. So if we go to Saturday, okay, so Dallas tomorrow is going to be on a back-to-back against Washington, who's going to be on a back-to-back. And we know that Bilal Coulibaly was ruled out for tonight. We know that Keyshawn George was downgraded. So let's pay attention to what that means. Toronto will be on the back end of a back-to-back on the road tomorrow against, on the road against the 76ers, who aren't playing tonight. Then we have the Lakers, who we already know that Austin Reeves has been ruled out for that game. So Luka Magic, let's go. The Chicago Bulls will be on a back-to-back on the road against Cleveland. Then you have Portland, which is at Miami. They're on the road. Portland will be fresh. Miami on a back-to-back. New Orleans will be fresh, but like, how fresh are they? Because their team sucks. Against Miami, who will be on the back end of a back-to-back, and we assume without Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. Then you get the Pellies against that's Portland against Miami. And then I was going to say, the Pelicans, who suck, is against San Antonio, who's on a back-to-back. San Antonio getting De'Aaron Fox back, but it's still no Dylan Harper. Then we have Pacers against the Nuggets. Pacers will be fresh, but again, similar to the Pelicans, they suck. And then Phoenix will play the Clippers again. But there's no we don't know about Kawhi and Harden. I assume they're going to be good to go. That seemed more of like a rest the other night. And then on Sunday, Houston will play their second game against Milwaukee for their second game. Brooklyn's second game against the Knicks' first game. So the Knicks only have one game, hashtag Bing Bong. Then you have Boston against Orlando. That's the second time they're playing each other this weekend. Then you have OKC OKC against Memphis. That'll be Memphis's second game against OKC's second game. And then we have Detroit basketball for their second game against the 76ers, who will be on the back end of a back-to-back. So we know Embiid's only going to play one of those. Pacers on a back-to-back against Golden State, and then Minnesota against Light the Beam. There you go, baby. That's how we do it. We just got through the entire weekend. You love to see that shit. If it is your first time, what do you think? Denny? I was just talking about Denny Avdia. We like him. David, you're making me nervous, David, just always. A reminder, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hashtag Saboner, for a shot at a giveaway here. And once again, we'll give away two things. A limited in season and a rare classic at the end of the show. I think what I'm going to do now, we're going to go over to top tier projections. Let's go over some of the projections. Then I'm going to build my lineups, and then I'm going to get into your questions, okay? We still have an hour and 10 minutes left of this show. So if I haven't answered any of the shit that you're excited about, the good news is we still have an hour and 10 minutes left. So Lorenzo is saying, do you prefer? Yeah, Lorenzo, you got to wait, baby. You got to wait, Lorenzo. All right, let's go over to top tier projections, which BT Dubs. If you haven't signed up for top tier projections yet, wait, hold on. This is not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted. Hold on. Let's share this screen. If you have not signed up for top tier yet, our boy Billy came on last week. And so you can still sign up. And if you use Team Hold 10 as your promo code, which I put down there at the bottom, you get 10% off of your purchase. You could do a monthly purchase or an annual purchase. You can live your life. Whoa, you do whatever you want. All right, let's just look at straight value here. And as always, let's do a cap of less than or equal to 20. So some of the best value plays of the weekend. Whoops. Oh shit. Hold on. Let's try that again. Also, let's take a sip. I was so excited about this beer. I don't think I've sipped it yet. All right, here we go. Let's sort by value. All right, Kalel Ware. Now, listen, let me just get ahead of this. He's going to disappoint us, okay? He's got a cap of 18, and he projects for 45. I'm telling you right now, nobody has disappointed me quite like Kalel Ware. Oh, Taylor Meyer. Listen, if you wait a few seconds, I'll submit a lineup, and we can scare your wife. But you listen, Kalel Ware, no one has disappointed me quite like this man. Cap of 18 with a projection of 45. I'm going to play him, and it's going to hurt my feelings. Jarris Walker, another guy that's been projecting through the fucking roof and has not really been getting there. Hasn't been shooting the ball very good, but he's got a cap of 18, a projection of 38. Let's get to another Pacer. Cap of 12, the projection of 30 for Isaiah Jackson. Danny Gafford, who's been on like a 25-minute restriction. He's got a cap of 20, projects for 35. They have 2 games. So we've got that. We got Trey Mann. Let me see the man hands. He's got a cap of 17, the projection of 31. I wonder, actually, I'm going to go over to So Rare quickly. You're not going to see this, but I'm curious to see how much how much he like moved on the market. Because man is pretty interesting because I actually don't know if it's a good play yet. Like I know with no Sexton, it seems to be a good play, right? So Trey Mann, what's his price? $19, huh? Maybe I'm gonna look at his classics. Let's see what his classics are. $1.74. Maybe we'll get one of those instead. Yeah, I don't know. Noah Clowney season. Oh, really? You think so? Wait, who's sitting that you think it's Noah Clowney season? I'm for that, Jay Blaze. If you got to take, I'm for it. If you got to take. All right, let's keep going. Ben Shep, cap of 13 with a projection of 28. We talked about Tyrese Martin a little bit earlier. He's got a cap of 16 with a projection of 29. Talon Peter there. Talon Peter, cap of 2, the projection of 15. We got Ian in the chat. Let's go. All right, he's starting. Oh, wow. It is Noah Clowney season. God, I got to tell you, you love to see it. You love to see the clown. Cole Anthony's down there. Isaiah Joe, Okoro, Eubanks, Tari Eason, Duncan Robinson, Moses Moody. But again, he's got a Q tag. Jaime Jaquez Jr. I actually would take the over on this projection. Cap of 20, the projection of 29. I feel like I would take the over. I like it. Wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Wait, what? All right. Somebody, you guys want to help me out with this? So I just got a text message. I got a text message about the party tonight. Someone help me figure this out. It says the birthday boy, the name. Drinks are all on the bar tonight. They let the birthday boy drink free if you bring 10 folks. Oh, okay. All right. So as long as 10 of us are there. I thought they were saying we got to bring 10 people. I thought they were saying we got to bring 10 people, and it was very confusing, and I did not understand. Sorry. This is what happens, guys. This is what happens when I make plans on Friday night. Normally don't like to do it, but there we are. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. All right. Akmal taking a victory lap there. Said he bought a $9 man in the preseason. Let's just go by straight projections here. So Wembenyama there with a cap of 2 projects for 71.9. That feels like a pretty high. That feels like a pretty high projection for Wemby, considering he's on like an insane run right now, based on doing like bad the last couple of games, right? But we got Wemby, then Jokic. Wait, Ian says big shout out to everyone who gifted last streams. I don't know where I got my membership from. There you go. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's tough, man. That's tough. You got to get a new one. You got to get enough new one. It does sound like a pyramid scheme. You're right. Well, imagine, hey, they're not my friends. They're not. I only know 2 people that are going to be there: the person whose birthday it is, and the person that invited me. People are saying, "Where's Luka?" So the problem with Luka here is Luka's got 1 game. So Luka is down here with a cap of 57, and he projects for 51. The reason, like, his cap is so high, that's why he's down here with the value. I would say with the no Austin Reeves news, I would bump it up. Bump it up. I would put him up at like 56, 57, 58. I'd play Luka ahead of Mobley, even though he's got 2 games. I'd play Luka ahead of everybody but Wemby, Jokic, and Giannis. Giannis is probably my favorite play this game week. It probably is. I'm still gonna go the Giannis route, but I mean the Jokic route. You're gonna wait for the questions, Joakim. We're not there. We're not there yet. We're not there. All right, quickly, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna build some of my lineups. We're going to build some of my lineups right now, take you through the hashtag process. Let's see what this looks like. So we're going to go to limited, and we're going to go champion, and we're going to run it. And that gives us Jokic, Ware, Porzingis. Oh, this changed from this morning. So this is 285. This has me playing Jokic and Wemby together. Now, can I ask the chat a question here? Wouldn't you play... I should play, because I own a Wemby Classic and a Wemby in season, right? So I should actually play the Wemby Classic in this lineup, right? So that I can make a Wemby in season lineup. I also saw they have a thing where you can export lineups now, right? No, it's not there. You say play the higher XP, but well, I guess because I can still do it. Go with the higher XP. All right, you fucking dorks. All right, you dorks. All right, you dorks. Ian agrees with me though, bros. All right, so I'm gonna go over to So Rare. I'm gonna go over to So Rare here. I'm not gonna build it on. I'm not gonna build it on top tier because I'm not gonna show you. But let's go over to So Rare and let's build some stuff. Well, I know you can import them into So Rare. I'm talking about if I build them onto So Rare, you should be able to export from So Rare to... I thought you can. Unless that's what you're saying, Mike, and then I apologize. We do have a streak. Can you take me higher? I had Creed and trivia this week. That's fun. All right, let's build this lineup. We still got to do our quick pro too. I got to tell you, we've sucked in the quick pro, but whatever. We got some streaks alive. So let's build this shit. This is for $50, I think, right? So I honestly, Wemby, we got to play. So you said take the higher XP, 5% versus 6%. Yeah, it's like 1% difference. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll throw Jokic in there. And then it says to play Jarris. Wait, I thought we had a better value play though. Didn't we have a better... What's like the highest value? Hold on. Let me see something quickly. We have Khalil Ware. Why is it not putting Khalil Ware in this one? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Why would it put Jarris Walker over Ware? Unless am I losing my mind? Was Ware in that one with Walker? Is that what happened? Okay, he was. My bad. My bad. All right, so let's do this. This is saying Do you guys like this? You guys like this here? So it'd go. I don't. Man, I'm a little bit nervous about Ware and Walker, but they do project so well. And then we can just throw. What was the last one it said? Porzingis, right? The Zanger, which I do like Porzingis. If his minutes could just move up a little bit. So we got Wemby, Jokic, Ware, Walker, Porzingis. Let's just do it. All right, so we'll save that lineup, even though I didn't want to do it. So let's save it, and then if we run another one, I'm going to tell you what it's going to give me here. This one is actually pretty fire too. I like this one quite a bit, even though it's got Triple J. Even though it's got Triple J in it, which I don't love. So we might try to find another option for Triple J here. But this is telling us to play Wemby. This is telling us to play Wemby. Although this is saying classic Wemby, so maybe we can get away with it. But let's see. Wemby, we got Derek White. I don't know why I spelled it like that. We got Jalen Johnson here. So we'll throw that in there. I do love Jalen Johnson quite a bit tonight. Now let's see. Oh, Dort is out. Oh, that is good news for the Kangs, like the beam. That's good news for the Kings. But let's do the drop for Lou Dort. Let's do the drop for Lou Dort just so we can get the vibe. I got to tell you guys, Dort out. I do think, yeah, Levine is back in play. I think DeRozan is too, if I'm being honest. All right. So the other two plays this gives me is Westbrook and then Triple J. Let's see if we can find Triple J does project so well. So that leaves us with 30 the rest of the way. Gary Trent Jr., Aaron Gordon. No, thank you. What about, Mark Williams only has one game. Like, man, maybe it is Triple J. Cooper Flag with 2 games. Maybe we just play Cooper Flag. Do we just IKB this and play Cooper Flag? We're gonna play Cooper Flag instead. We're just gonna IKB it. We're gonna IKB it there. Let's go. And then let's build another one. Because we still have we haven't used any. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this right now. If we can do like a Giannis and a Luka, and I know Luka's only got one. Oh, you know what I wanted to do though? Let's see if we can. What's man's cap? Man's cap is 17. Wait, hold on. Let's go back here for a second. Let's do this. If we do, wait, hold on. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, Isaiah Joe is a play. I wouldn't go out of my way to play Isaiah Joe, but he is a play. Oh, 49? What is 49? Oh, this is so close. 49. No, it's probably not worth it, huh? It's probably not worth it unless we have like, what could we get? What the fuck? What just happened there? All right, hold on. Let's do this. Let's see if we can do man. Let's see if we can do man in here. Oh, I already owned a man. What a dumbass. All right, we get 3 mans. Let's see. Can we throw Giannis in there? What does that leave us with 22? Do we have anybody else that's pop locking and dropping here? We have Triple J that's still there. Mark Williams. Let's look at some of these cheaper guys. I think Davion Mitchell is a sneaky great play, by the way. A great play. Dante gets a little bit of a nudge down. Am I missing anybody down here? Wiggins is out. Russ with 21. You could just throw Russ in there. But let's see if we have any really cheap ones. AJ Green. No, maybe not. Kada, maybe. Jovic. We were calling for a Jovic game, right? City Bay. There's Trey Mann again. That's right. Let me see those man hands. Kada. We could go. Minot. Excuse me, Minot. What does Minot leave us with? 28? That's not great. That's not great. I don't think we should do this. Let's go back to what we had. You know what we can do, though? Let's look at Amin Thompson, right? Because we don't have him in a lineup yet. Who else did we have in that one? We had Westbrook in there. And then White was somebody else that was projecting pretty well. And then what does that leave us with? That leaves us with exactly 33. That leaves us with exactly 30. Well, see, just immediately go down to 33. Thank you. I think Norman Powell, I don't know why he's not projecting well. I think Norman Powell is a great play. I think he's a great play. I actually think we might just IKB this. I'm going to take Norman Powell. I prefer Minot over Kada. I'm just going to IKB this. I think Norman Powell is a great play this game week. They're very short-handed. I think we can do that. Let's build. Let's go to contender here. Let's go to contender and let's see what we have for options because we got to keep the streak alive. Let's see again if we just sort by value. Why? Because they don't have Bam Adebayo. They might not have Pelly Larson either. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get to the questions there in a little bit. We're working on my shit right now. Pretty sure. Did we use Jalen Johnson already? Let's see. Oh, you're talking about. I see what you're talking about. All right. So we have Booker. Jamal Murray doesn't project well. Zion's out, obviously. Cat. Yeah, Jalen. We'll throw Jalen Johnson in this one in. Let's throw Manhands in there in this one. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Let's throw Trey Mann in there. That leaves us with 22 the rest of the way. I think this could be a Minot one. I really like this spot for Josh Minot in this game. I think this is a pretty good spot for him. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game, so I like that quite a bit. And that leaves us with 25 apiece here. So let's see. Again, I just want to make sure we're not missing anybody. People are saying Kuminga in the chat. I think Kuminga is fine. I think Tari Eason is like pretty solid too. Drew Smith. There's Kada again. Middleton. I think Jovic is somebody I do think we should think about getting to. Anybody else that's like popping there? Draymond hasn't beaten anybody up yet this season. Not yet though. Nick Clifford, no. Krejci, Duncan Robinson's got a pretty good projection, and Karis LeVert. Oh yeah, it might have to be one of these guys. It might have to be one of these Pistons. Taylor Hendricks projects well. So let's remember the Pistons. I think we'll probably go to Ron Holland if that's it. I think Luka Garza? No. I mean, Luka Garza, maybe. They got 2 games against Orlando. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be Ronnie Holland. All right, let's throw Holland in there. And then that'll leave us 37 for that last spot. That gets us Jaylen Brown. How about Jaylen Brown? Bang. Jaylen Brown or Ja Morant? You guys choose. Let's go Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, Ron Holland, Trey Mann, Jalen Johnson, Josh Minot. That's pretty hot. We'll throw that in there. All right. And the next thing we're going to do quick pick quickly. And then after that, we'll start getting into your questions. So we got to start from the bottom. Now we're here. All right. So here are our options. We've got JB we just used. So we got Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard would need to get to what? 34. We don't own any of these Magic. Simons would have to get to what? 21. I don't know. Kada would have to get to 23. Maybe we just do Kada. Let's do Kada. That's fun. Kada's fun. He should get double-digit rebounds tonight. We'll ride with Kada. All right, hold on. We're going to take a quick break. Here. Let's remind the people to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hashtag Saboner. Yeah, TKH, I will go through my swaps. So I'm going to do it closer to 6. Dude, I have 30% Sabonis. I have 30% Sabonis and 15% LaMelo. And then we're still waiting for Jimmy Butler too, right? We're still waiting for that. Okay, so hold on. Let's like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hashtag Saboner. We're going to take a quick little break here so your boy can take a quick little pee. And then we'll be back for your questions. Okay, BRB. All right, we did get Luke Kennard out there, right? So Luke Kennard has been ruled out. So yeah, Keaton Wallace gets a little bit of a boost. Nah gets a little bit of a boost. All of those things. Cam Thomas out 3 to 4 weeks. Brutal. All right, you can start firing your questions. No, I didn't wash my hands. You want to know why? Because I didn't use my hands. Okay. Hands up. Shake it up. That's all we were doing there. Hey, Mike Arena. All right. All right. You guys can start firing your questions. We'll pull up the projections over here. First one was Maxey over Mobley. Yeah, let's look it up. Maxey projects for 55.8. Mobley projects for 59. Listen, I think I lean Maxey over Mobley. I do. One of those games Embiid's not going to play because it's a back-to-back. I also just think this game's going to get out of hand. So, but for the record, Mobley projects 4 points better. I think I would take Maxey, though. Yeah, the team's in the mud. Alan, are you doing some like drinking game or something that like someone has to take a shot every time you say mud? I feel like you fucking typed in mud like 8 times into the chat already. All right. Triple J or RJ. Triple J is going to project better for sure, but it's not going to feel better. He projects for 44. Barrett projects for 39. Triple J higher upside. RJ a much safer floor, I think. A much safer floor. Shindro, what's up, Shindro? What projections have Jalen Johnson, Dyson Dan? All right, dude. Come on, bro. You can't ask questions like that. You know better than that, Shindro. You've been here before. You can't just have me look up like 45 guys. Jalen Johnson projects well. He projects for 54. Jaylen Brown projects for 42. Derek White projects for 47. And Anthony Edwards projects for 51. So there you go. That's true. It's Hershey. Scotty B projected well. No, so Scotty actually does not. Oh, you need to choose to. So choosing to would tell you Jalen Johnson and Anthony Edwards, I think. But yeah, I think that's the right move, actually. Scotty B. Scotty does not project well. He does not really project well. Or at least he didn't in my underdog stuff, but I still drafted him because I like him. I spelled it wrong, but Scotty projects for 44. Yeah, he doesn't project great, but I think you can do it. All right, let's see. Alan says I have a problem. Choose. First option, play Boner. Hope he plays his second game. Play Grimes instead of Boner. Third option, buy Svi. Oh, Alan, this is a fucking math problem, dude. I can't help you. I don't even know what you're asking. I don't think you can rely on Sabonis playing the second game. I don't think you can. The fact that he has I think the fact that he is missed 2 games in a row, I don't think he can get there. Russ and Minot or West. DJP, are you just asking me Minot or Walker? Is that what this question is? Why Russ or Minot? Russ and Minot or Westbrook and Jarris Walker? This is the same person you're asking twice, right? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to yell at the chat for you guys asking questions, but the fuck are you guys doing out here? Unless there's a different Russ. Is that a different Russ? You're killing me. All right. So basically the question is Minot or Walker. Unbelievable. Ian says thoughts on this daily team. Cade, Duren, Powell, Russ, and yeah, that's great, man. That's great. Maddie. Dyson or Pritchard? I would take Dyson. I think Dyson's going to smash tonight, man. Dyson projects for 40. Pritchard projects for 40. They both project for the same. Give me Dyson. Okay, Ryan. Ryan's going for the 1K in the contender. Yeah, that looks great, man. That looks great. I love that lineup. I can't believe I like it. It's got Michael Porter Jr. in it, and I'll give you the drop because it's MPJ. All right. We're the Porters. Woo!
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things and buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
All right, let's go. Why is Bogdan projected very, very low and they project around 5 minutes? Because James Harden and Kawhi Leonard are supposed to be back. So they did not play in the last game. Bradley Beal should be good to go. So that's why. Yeah, I mean, like Grimes, Grimes over Boner because I don't think Boner's going to play. Buddy or Doge? Doge. All right. Buddy projects for 17. Deuce projects for, Miles projects for 19. So Miles projects better, but not by much. Russell Peters. Okay, stop this. I didn't do it. I didn't disrespect him. Ben Shepard or Duncan Robinson. I think Shepard's going to project a little bit better, but it's pretty close. Shepard projects for 28. Robinson, I think, is 21, 24, 24. So he projects a little bit better. You meant Trey Man and Walker or Russ and Minot? Fed up? Are you fed up with yourself? Can't be fed up with me. All right, let's see this one. Yeah, let's see this one. This is a good one. So Walker, we already know projects for what? He projects for 38. God, that's so high. Man projects for 31. So what is that? 38 and 31, 69. Nice. Wes Brick, 38.9. Let's call it 39 for funsies. Minot, why not? Projects for 30. Let's round up. So what did I say it was? Shit. 30 and it's basically the same projection. It's basically the same projection. So you just pick. I'm taking Dyson Daniels over him. Simone Fontecchio. Mobley or Spider. My guess is Spider projects better, but Mobley projects for 59. That's so high, dude. That's so high. Mitchell projects. Spider, oh my God. Mobley projects for like 20 extra points. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I disagree. Mobley, Duren, Wiggins, Ware, Wemby. Sounds like a good lineup. DJ Local. Jalen Green projection, is he going to play? So Jalen Green went off the other night, right? But he is on a minutes restriction, and they only have one game. He projects for 29. So decent value, but don't expect 29 points in 23 minutes like we got. MPJ or PJ, who's the best 29, 28 cap? So I think Porter Jr. is the one that projects the best. He projects for 44. Washington projects for 38. So Porter is a great play. So we just looked up PJ. I like Claxton actually a little bit as long as this game doesn't get blown out. He goes to 38. Schroeder 34. Washington. I would take Claxton. I honestly would take Duren in this one. Duren over Amen. Let's see what the projections say. Duren for 54. Amen for 46. I don't love the matchup there. Svi, Kada, or Minot. I think it's Minot. Minot projects for 29.3. Kada projects for 25.8. And Svi projects for 17.4. So there you go. Carrie, you got 15 euro. Oh, this Carrie. It's got to be Carrie. Who would be the best buy for this weekend? Oh, man. I don't know. For 15, are you looking for in season? Okay, Cherry, let me ask you this, Carrie. Are you playing what contest? I need more context. Put it in the same response. What contest and what scarcity are you playing? Are you playing champion? Are you playing contender? Are you playing quick picks? Like what are you focused on? Top 3 under 41 cap. Top 3 under 41. You can just say under 41. Less than or equal to 41. We got. Oh, oops, that's value cap. Less than or equal to 41. Based on projection, that gives you Jalen Duren is the highest ranking one. I'd put Jalen Johnson ahead of him, but that's okay. Duren, Johnson, Ant-Man. Derek White is up there. Jamal Murray's up there. Ja Morant. Andrew Wiggins. Wow, Wiggins really projects well. Amin Thompson, Khalil Ware, Paolo Banchero, and Kathmandu. Oh, effed up. I get you. Someone paid 78 euros on Instabuy for limited rust. Wow. Thoughts on Ousmane Dieng? Well, let's see what Ousmane's doing. He does not project well. All right. It seems like I caught up on questions, and people were asking about. I'm going to do a quick little underdog spiel. Keep the questions coming, by the way. Oh, wait, maybe I'm not caught up on questions. My bad. I was not caught up. I will get to underdog. T-Cage, if you're still there, don't you worry, boy. I don't know why I said boy. Don't you worry, baby is better. We'll get to it because I need to figure it out. All right, Dwap. Dwap projects for 9. I know he had a really good game the last game, but that might be a little bit of recency bias. Jared Allen can really hit 40 points. I'm not so sure. I mean, he just had a 20-point double-double, so that's why I think he's projecting well. Give me Bucelis over Svi. Trying to sell my Ware to desperate buyers. I'm keeping mine. I'm playing it. Cat and Jarris Walker, Porzingis and Ja. I think so Patrico, or Patrick Obermacher. Listen, Cat and Jarris Walker project better. I think I would take Porzingis and Ja. Is Embiid in play, DJP? So Embiid's only going to play one of these games. I'm telling you that right now. They're a back-to-back. He projects for 35 on a cap of 36. So, I mean, he's in play in the sense that you can play him. But I don't know. That's what we got. All right, hold on one second. All right, here we go. Where Isaiah Jackson and Triple J good enough to hit the two? Where Walker? Is that content? That's contender, right? Where Walker? Isaiah Jackson. Yeah, that's close, man. That's close. I'm not looking up Nurk. Nurk sucks. You don't have any in-season cards yet. I do quick play or get some cheap in-season boys. I would do quick play. I would focus on quick play. Honestly, Trey Mann, who we were just talking about, he's only going to be a good play this week, but I think he's a really, really strong play this weekend. I really do. I like Trey Mann. For real, I know it is. It's nuts. It's Kerry. All right, my bad. Kerry Ireland. Is it Ireland? Kerry. Triple J and Maxey or Embiid and Edwards. I'd go Triple J and Maxey because I think. Yeah, Triple J and Maxey. I like Embiid. If Embiid's games were on Friday and Sunday, I would say Embiid, but they're not. Contender, yeah. I like that lineup. I like it. Nurk sucks, dude. Listen, I know he's Bosnian, but he sucks. Jose been popping? Who is Jose? Who's Jose? DJP, I feel like you're getting into David territory. Are you just trying to tilt me today? Who's Jose? Alvarado? Are we talking about Alvarado? I don't think he's popping. He's got a cap 18 projection at 22. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride. How many Jose's are in the league? I don't know. I thought you'd be asking questions about players you should play. So forgive me. Forgive me. You also just asked Westbrook and Westbrick as two different people. So forgive me. All right, quickly. I'm going to go through some of the underdog stuff here in a second. Best cap at 36 says SR Gas. Hold on. Let me do that. I'm going to rattle these off. These are based on projections. Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Derek White, John Morant, Andrew Wiggins, Amen Thompson, and then it's fucking Khalil Ware, Alexander Sarr, Michael Porter Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., not Keyshawn George, and Jaylen Brown. I wasn't thinking about any of the Jose's. Is Keyshawn officially out? Did that just happen? Let's see. Keyshawn George get ruled out. Yeah, ruled out. Jeremy Sohan and Kelly are available. All right, so I'm going to show you some underdog stuff here just for a second. You can keep the So Rare questions coming. The So Rare questions coming. We still have like 40 minutes left here, right? Also, if you haven't done so yet, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, #Suboner. So this is my exposure in the $5 tournament here over on the Underdog app. As you can see, it's a lot of Dyson Daniels here, 38% Dyson Daniels, 31% KD, 30% JJ, 28% Jimmy Butler in the last round, 26% Sabonis, a lot of Miles Bridges, a lot of Khalil Ware, a lot of Ant-Man, a lot of Ja, 22% Giannis is fun, 22% SGA, 50% LaMelo sucks. So, all right, if we go to my ranks for NBA, and we'll start down here. So I moved Russ like pretty far up. I think this is like 25-ish. It's ahead of Sar. And then I had Porter, Khalil Ware, Dyson Daniels, Jimmy Butler. So if we don't have the Jimmy news, these are the guys that I'm eyeing for swaps. I do like Derek White. I brought him up earlier. I think Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, and Kristaps Porzingis are all really good shouts there. I legit do think Trey Mann should be added to the list, even though it's a little dicey. I think you can add Trey Mann there. I don't have Jared Allen ranked. I don't trust him. I think Franz is fine. After that, man, like, I don't know. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not getting drafted a lot. Listen, with no Lou Dort, I think you going to Levine or DeRozan is in play. I think that is in play. Man, yeah, Jay Blaze. That's like choosing your least favorite child or something. For Miami too, I think I might be overthinking. Yeah, I know. I've got so much Jimmy too. Like, I don't know. That's good. That's good. I don't know, man. Edwards is playable. Yeah, I know. I think you can play Ant. You can play Ant in this slate. You can definitely play Ant. But yeah, I'm really struggling. I need to know, like, 'cause I don't know if I want to be 40% Jimmy in a game that's a double digit. That's like a double digit point spread, right? But if we just scroll down a little bit, I do think DeRozan and Levine are in play. We should probably throw Jaren Jackson Jr. in there. If Jimmy was somehow ruled out, Jonathan Kuminga, just like a freaking smash. I mentioned Jaime Hawkins Jr. too. I think he's really good play. Mr. Cockbrenner, you could throw Peyton Pritchard in there too. After that, though, Con Knipple for sure. I think if you like Trey Mann, you should like Con Knipple. That might be it, though. AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell played 31 minutes that last game. You go to AJ. I think that's it, though. And Yeka, Emmanuel quickly. Anybody else? I think that's it. I think that's it. All right. Enough of that. I still got to mess around with it. All right. What did I miss in the chat here? Trey Mann can be top play this week. He was killing it last season. I know, but he's been really bad this season. Like, he's legit been bad. You kind of want to play Ayton over KP, but the downside is 1 game versus 2 games. Yeah. I mean, listen, like Ayton looks great. He's been playing really well with LeBron. Yeah, I think Ayton's fine. I think you can go Ayton over KP for sure. Do I like the coups? No, I don't. I don't. Ja Morant and Derek White or Mobley and Porter Jr. Projections will say Mobley and Porter Jr. I do kind of like Ja and White, but Mobley and Porter Jr. for sure. Yeah, there you go. Go do that, man. Go do that. Jabari Smith. I don't love Jabari Smith tonight. I think he's going to have a pretty tough defensive assignment. That's going to be most of his focus. But he does have a cap of 23 and he projects for 34. So they have 2 games this game week. I think you can do Jabari. I think that's fine. I would definitely take Porzingis over Rudy for sure. Patty was saying, do you clean up your rankings with guys you know will be 100% or do you? Yeah. Oh, I actually do the opposite. Like, I try to find guys that won't be 100%. So like Jimmy Butler, his ADP is still like 34, 35. He's not getting drafted every single time. So I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. Would you go Ware or Man? I would go Ware over Man. Khalil Ware projects for like 40 something, Man for 30 something. Ryan, a goat, €5. That's like a 400 American dollars. Yeah, the way we rank the MVPs. So I'll show you projections and then I'll give you takes. Based on projections, Wemby projects the highest by 3 points over Jokic, who projects 4 points higher than Giannis and then Mobley. So Luka should project the best, except he plays 1 game, not 2, but it's without Austin Reeves. So there's risk involved, but you could do it. I actually think I put Wemby 3rd in this list. I think I rank them Jokic, Giannis, Wemby. That's just me. I prioritize Jokic over Wemby. I think Giannis is in a smash spot tonight. I really like him. It's totally up to you, though. That's totally your feeling. That's your vibe. Christian, what's up, man? Jokic, Triple J, Maxey, Porzingis, Jarris Walker. You think 300 points in champion rare is possible? Hot streak for 4K, Christian. All right, we love Jokic. We love Maxey. Dude, I honestly love this lineup. I think the biggest issue you're going to run into is like, can Triple J still have a ceiling? Can he still have a ceiling? And if he can, then this lineup gets there. And he projects well, but it's nerve-wracking. Would you go Goga or Moody? I would go Goga over Moody. I don't think Moody's playing today. That late Q tag makes me pretty nervous. And then you can just bank on Boston being terrible against bigs. Like Goga, when he gets in there, even if he only plays like 22 minutes, should get 155 rebounds, right? Oh, it's pounds. Thank you for the pounds. Thank you for the pounds. Joakim's got Ware, Jokic, Brown, Porzingis, and Triple J for the win. Yeah, man, we're just going to continue to be like, can Triple J get there? You know? Can he still get there? Can he still get there? There you go. I'm with you, Alan. I only got my first streak, too. Jalen Williams is not playing. Should we get the Pelly news before lock? I actually think that's an 8 o'clock game, so we might not. Let me double check. We might not get it. Who are you thinking about playing though? I think you can play all of those guys without that news though. And depending on who you're talking about. But Miami and Charlotte's at 8 o'clock. We might not get that news in time. But if you're like thinking about Davion, like I still think you can play Davion with Pelly being in. I think Davion gets a much higher ceiling. Also, I should have said that to T Cage. Like those Miami guys, man. I think Davion Mitchell is like a sneaky play. Fleabrun. Jokic, Maxey, Duren, Porzingis, and Ware going for streak 5. Man, a lot of you guys going for like big time streaks. Hell yeah. Good luck, man. Hey, if you guys hit, make sure you tag me on Twitter. Tag me on Twitter if you hit, like our guy Maxey did. Yeah, I knew it wasn't. Thank you, David. PJ Washington, I'll just play the video. I don't know if he projects for 38, but if you want the video, I'll give you the video. I'm happy to give you the video.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Yeah, it's the second one. Assuming you mean Miles Bridges is the second one. You change to Ware, Jokic, Cat. That's great too. Jaylen Brown, that's really sick. Fine, yeah, we'll just keep doing videos, man. You guys want to keep doing videos? We'll keep doing videos. Let's get a little bowl. Wait, where is the bowl video? Oh, there it is.
Bowl.
His first name is Bull and his last name is Bull?
No, yeah.
Legs!
Long legs.
Oh my God! I bet his legs are taller than my whole body. I'm leaving you for Bull. Like,
I didn't tell you, I miss those guys. Also, Aubrey just produced a movie that came out, and I'm blanking on the title of it. But shout out them. Love those guys. Isaiah Jackson actually projects really, really well. You don't know if we can get to Davion, but I could get there on Wiggins. Yeah. So I drafted a handful of shares of Powell. I think I'm probably like 5% Powell, 5% Wiggins tonight on Underdog. I'm really intrigued by Davion and Jaime Jaquez. Davion's numbers after Bam went out were like his usage was through the roof. So I don't know. I'm having a tough time tonight, man. I have 40% Dyson Daniels. What am I gonna do? You know? And we still don't have the Jimmy Butler news. Can we get the Jimmy news? Steven Adams available to play. That changes everything. Yeah, never forget. Randall, KD, or Murray. I'd rank them KD, Randall, Murray. Yeah, fucking make those videos then. Make them. You make them. I'll show them. We do need one about Jose. Bub Carrington week? I don't know, man. So, I mean, Bub should get a boost with no Keyshawn and no Bilal Coulibaly. Because he is the one that lost the most minutes with Bilal's return. With both of them being out. I'm just nervous this game gets way out of hand, right? How do they keep that game close? Rockets lineup is out here. We've got Amen, Okogie, KD, Jabari, and Şengün. That's what they've been starting a lot lately. I'm going to pop back over to my So Rare if that's cool. Just give me a value. What's a value guy? What's considered a vet? Khalil Ware. That's your best bet. I'm like the monitor in my headphones is turned up too high that I'm like hearing myself swallow. Pause. But I'm hearing too much of it. It's throwing me. All right. So we got Nemi in here. Let's go back to the pro. So we've played one contender, one pro. Let's do another. So we've used Wemby. We haven't used our Giannis yet. We got to use our Giannis. Michael Porter Jr. is good too then. Be more fucking specific, Alan. Stop asking for advice with your garbage, okay? Yeah. All right, let's throw Giannis in there. No LaMelo. The LaMelo stuff sounds scary, BT Dubs. Feels like we might not get LaMelo again for a while. Let's throw Man in here. In Arena 75 will point. I don't know, man. I've just been donating. I've been doing pretty bad in there. Let's throw Trey Mann in there. We've got two options left. That leaves us with 34 the rest of the way. So let's look at that. Let's get Ja in there. That's fun. Ja's fun in this lineup. Anybody else that like screams we got to play? Kaminga's pretty good. Norman Powell we talked about. Norman Powell really doesn't project well. Jaren Jackson Jr. That leaves us with 40. What does 40 get us? Devin Booker. Oh, only one game though. Why don't we just do this? Let's just do this. Book, Triple J. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get that in there. You're damn right I did. You're damn right I did, Galactic. Lijimiyaya. Yeah, Trey Man is good. Ian's common champ. Here you go. You got Giannis, SGA, Mobley, Post, and J Will. Excuse me, J Will. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So that let's do. Should we do an arena? How many? Oh, you know what? I should have used my XP. Whatever. We'll do it next time. We got enough for limited. Let's do a contest here. Let's do Arena 75. Because we do still have one more. Although I don't know. Actually, I'm sorry. We have a streak alive, so let's do another challenger. Let's do another challenger because we do have another Trey Man. So let's do another challenger. Yeah, Galactic. For those that don't know, my best friend Vedran is Bosnian, and we just click level up on lineups page. You can just do that. I thought with like baseball. All right, so on the what's the lineups page? Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. All right, so we can just pick them. Doesn't say 976. Okay, that's a lot. Where's the... So that's 5,100. Okay, so we might not be able to do it for all of them. What if we take... Let's take this one off. Wait, come on. I'm so confused. I'm so confused by this. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. All right, here we go. Thank you, DJ Local. That took me a second, but we figured it out now. We figured it out now. Let's do contender next because we gotta. Oops. We gotta boost this bad boy. 276. What's Trey Man? 571. Sure. Jalen Johnson 290. Then we got Ronnie Holland, and then JBO. You with me? All right. Now we'll do this one. The team bonus rating very low, very low. Level up, level up. Norman Storm Powell. All right, we're just about done here. 168. Oh, we can't do it. Okay. All right, let's go do this other challenger. I mean, no, not challenger. Jesus Christ. Let's do this other contender lineup. Let me check the chat quickly. What did I miss here? What did I miss? DeAndre Hunter's in. There we go. Medjugorje. Wait. Oh, I don't know what that one said. I don't know what that means. Just level up the end season, guys. It's too late. Tyrese Martin or Duncan Robinson, a solid play. I think Tyrese Martin is probably the better play here. Duncan Robinson projects for 24. I'm going to say them out loud. You're not going to see them, but Duncan Robinson, let me just verify. Duncan Robinson projects for 24. Martin projects for 29.7. So Tyrese Martin with the better projection there. Hope that helped. It's Polish. When is sounds like he's going to be back in the next 2 weeks. All right, let me go back over to Sorarian so that we can finish this. We got to build one more contender just to make sure we're good to go. So let's get Man in there again. Let's play our third. Let me see your man hands money. It would have been nice to try to get Luka in there. What happens if we just put Luka in first? That leaves us 15 the rest of the way. All right, that's not going to do it. Let's do Man. Mark Williams is a fine play in this one. Let's start at the bottom. See if we have anybody that's... I know we kind of already did this, but let's just see what we got. Furphy's hurt. All these guys suck. Precious Achua back with the Kangs like the beam. Gabe Vincent is dead. Christian Coloco dead. We could throw Luca Garza in this one, I think. Kevon Looney would be fine too. Let's throw Luca Garza in there. That leaves us with 31 the rest of the way. Because now we can vibe. Now we can vibe with 31 the rest of the way. I think Kuminga's a fine play. We'll put Powell in this one, though. Let's see if that... And then I think we can just do Kuminga. That leaves us 34. So we can go Sharp, Klingon. Let's just do Kuminga. Because I think this projection is wrong. I think the 26 projection is wrong. So let's do that. Let's do that. All right, now we'll do Arena 75. Arena 75. Okay. Weisberg's going to be live for the Cup tonight. Playback.tv/NBA bit. Speaking of the NBA bit too, hey, our numbers have been like going up over there. It's been dope as hell. So good numbers. If you haven't subscribed to our NBA bit channel, go do that. It's just at NBA bit on YouTube. Go check that out. We've been doing a show Monday through Friday over there. And if you're into like daily fantasy sports at all, I think there's some like good, pat myself on the back. There's some good alpha over there. All right, let's do an Arena 75. And then honestly, like we'll wrap here in a little bit. I don't know if there's no other questions. Let's just give away 75 assets. All right, let's see. I do want to play Cooper Flag and the Cock. We haven't played Cockbrenner at all, but let's see what we got down here. Down here. All right. Sadiq Bey is pretty good. I do like Sam Hauser. I think we could play Sammy Kidd. At some point, he's going to hit a ton of threes. I do like Taylor Hendricks. Cole Anthony's a great play. That leaves us with 15 the rest of the way. Let's play Hendricks in here too. I like Hendricks. So that leaves us with 16 the rest of the way. It'd be nice to get like a single digi. I don't think we have anybody we can play though, right? Because we were looking at it. Jalen Clark. We could play Jalen Clark. With no Terrence Shannon, let's play Jalen Clark. That leaves us with 25. What does that give us? And then we can play Dante. Or Rudy. Or Cock. We'll play Rudy. Swipe. Remember that TikTok? Swipe it down, swipe. Patrick was saying Sadiq Bey, Najee Marshall, or Deuce McBride. I would go Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey, yeah. Sadiq Bey. What about Bogey this game week? He does not project well. Because James Harden. You got James Harden back, Bradley Beal back, Johnny Collins. You've got Kawhi Leonard. All those guys should be back. So I think the projection is for him to play like 18 minutes. So that's not a great projection. You can play him if you don't have everybody else. Like, I don't think it's a terrible play, but I think a lot of people were excited based on the last couple of games. Like, ooh, was it Bogey night? No, I don't think Harden is confirmed out. I think the website has fucked that up. Okay, so my understanding is he has not been ruled out. That was last night's game. I don't know why they would have ruled him out 2 days in advance. There's no reason to do that unless he was really hurt. My understanding was he was not really hurt. And people are saying, yeah, Beal is playing 20-plus minutes. Bogdan, with no Kawhi and no Harden, played 28 minutes. All right? So let's go look at some of their other games here. Against the Thunder, it was just no Kawhi. Harden played. And in that game, Bogdan played 30 minutes. Okay. So maybe maybe we'll take an L here. But with let's look at the game before when everybody was healthy. I'm sorry. This is going to be this was against the Heat that they lost the game winner. Yeah. All right. So against the Heat, no Beal in this game, but it did have Kawhi and Harden. Bogdan didn't play. You know what? We have no fucking sample size. I can't help you. Play Bogdan if you want to. Will Reichard project after a great last game? So with Jimmy coming back, assuming Jimmy's back, but no Steph, but Draymond is also back. So Will projects he's probably going to project for like 20. Hold on. This is maybe less than that. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Will projects for 7. He projects for 7. I'm going to take the over on 7, but I'll take the under on 10. How about that? How about that? How about that? 2 out of 3. Cade, SGA, Giddy. Man. So SGA for sure. SGA for sure. I think SGA is a smash tonight. After that, man, you're flipping a coin. I think I prefer Giddy, but it's really close. I just really like the matchup with Giddy and Cade. That's kind of where I'm at. Pelly Larson in. Okay, so forget the Davion stuff. Forget the Davion stuff. Forget it. No longer can do it. Well, I mean, you can, but yeah, man. I don't know. Anything else, guys? We'll wrap here in a second. I want to make sure we get to everybody's questions if we haven't done so yet. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to multitask a little bit. And normally I don't have plans on Friday because I'm a loser. I forget what that song is. Is that Beck? I forget what it is. But yeah, we got plans tonight. Got any underdog picks? I don't. So I'm so focused on that Atlanta Toronto game, man. I'm so focused on that. I think like just points, man. You could do like Jalen Johnson. You could do RJ Barrett. You can't play. I don't think Sabonis is going to play that. We already answered this question, Alan. Valente. Oh, I think I said I love you. That's not what I wanted to say. So I really like points on that game. So like Jalen Johnson points, RJ Barrett points, Dyson Daniel PRA. That's what I would do. I feel like I was pretty negative on Bogdan. I know you guys are still talking about him in the chat. I think you can get to bogey. For the projection sake, I'll just give you the projections here. He does not project at all on top tier projections. So they only have one game. He's played a lot of minutes in the last games. I don't know. No, it's not Sabonis. But you should like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag Saboner into the chat. Because we're going to wrap here in a second. We're going to do 2 giveaways. We're going to have a limited in season and a rare classic. Which we like. And you'll get those this weekend. And then just by the way, if this is your first time hanging out here, we do the show every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Can we do an underdog slip? So, I mean, I'll build one here for you guys, but I can't enter it, which is just frustrating. So I can't even tell you like the proper payout because we can't do that in New York. Not until my mayor takes over. I don't think he's going to focus on that. Honestly, I don't want him to. Would I love to be able to do pick'ems? Yes. All right. So if we look at here's some of my favorite shit here. Let's look at Derek White. All right. So if I had to pick some of my favorite stuff, higher on Derek White, 35 fantasy points. I would take the higher on that for sure. That's my favorite. Dyson Daniels, let's see what his PRA is. Honestly, I would just take the fantasy points. Let's not even fuck around. Let's not fuck around here. Barrett, let's do Barrett. And then oh man, what's Ingram's points? We're just going to take the over on Ingram points. So right now, we're at 35 fantasy points for White, 35.95 fantasy points for Daniels, 19.5 points for BI. Let's see. Let's find 2 more. Let's find 2 more that we're excited about. You guys have anything in the chat? If you guys had, yeah, all right. Bar still out of New York must be a win, huh? Yeah, dude, they can go fuck themselves. You're from New York, TK? Hell yeah, dude. Let's get you into the city, baby. Let's get you into the city. All right. Let me see. Yeah, 10.6 right now. We're gonna find 2 more. And then Weisberg, I need you to share the slip. No, I would not plan on Bam saying the second game, playing the second game. Levine over 40. Okay. All right. Relax. All right. Let's just scroll. Let's just scroll a little bit. I don't want to touch Cleveland, Washington. I don't trust that game. Okay. KD. Does KD have just points? Fuck. I wanted KD to just have points. All right. Let's keep moving. Let's keep scrolling. Oh yeah, we talked about Jalen Johnson. Let's move up Jalen Johnson's points. What if we make it 24.5? Let's make Jalen Johnson's points 24.5, 24.5, 24.5. Let's scroll past Detroit, Brooklyn. I mean, Giannis. What's Giddy? Giddy 40.5. Okay, there we go. Giddy 40.5. Well, what's his fantasy points? 46.4. Let's just go over that. Let's forget this. All right, ready? Weisberg, Giddy higher than 46.45 fantasy points. Jalen Johnson, we up this points to 24.5. Ingram, 19.5 points. Dyson Daniels, 35.95 fantasy points. Derek White, 35 fantasy points. What do we got? Tari Eason, 2 threes. Okay, no, I'm not taking the under on Wiggins. I'm nervous about Wiggins. Now, I'm not going to do. I mean, Jaylen Brown should cook tonight. That's 24.8x. That's free money. Just making you guys straight cash, homie, plus giving away stuff. But more importantly, we have to do this. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? All right. Let's give this shit away. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I hope this was helpful. DJP, I know I yelled at you. I apologize. David, I yelled at you. Who else? I feel like I yelled at Alan. I definitely yelled at you, but you deserved it, Alan. You piece of shit. We'll be back on Monday with another Live Before Lock. No, Dyson Daniels to the moon, man. That's what I'm planting my flag. Dyson Daniels to the moon. I didn't ignore you. I answered all of your shit. Oh, yeah, Shindro. I yelled at Shindro for sure. Oh, hey, happy National Notary Day. If you need something to notarize, Aaron Borland's your man. Yeah, you get away with it this week. I'm not apologizing. You've been to Mati Emergency. We'll be back on Monday at 9 a.m. for the NBA bid, at 5 p.m. for Live Before Lock. Now I have to go hang out with old people my age anyways. God, I really don't want to go out, guys, if I'm being honest. I would much rather stream for like the next couple of hours. I would much rather stream. We have 85 entrants into the giveaway. We're going to spin it twice, okay? The first one is going to be for a rare classic card, all right? TP Pasmatie. That one is prime. Okay. Okay. So the first one is going to be a rare classic card. Second one is going to be a limited in season. I'm not going to send it to you tonight. But DM me at Mike Zakarian. Here we go. Winner, chicken dinner for the first one. This is for the rare classic, spelled QUE at the end. It's fancy. It's going to Blue Tomatoes. Not to be confused with Blue Balls. That's the rare classic. Here is the limited in-season card. So Blue Tomatoes, make sure you shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian. This is for the limited in season. Who we got here? Oh, this piece of shit. Unbelievable. I'm so close to spinning this again. Do we not give it to him? This Gary Neville motherfucker, right? Always calling me Gary. Yeah, DM me on X. I feel like should we not give it to him? I'm going to contact John. You know what? I'd like to contact John, but John stopped responding to me, so maybe we can. Yeah, you haven't won once. No regrets, Alan. There we go. There he is right there. There's the winner. Congrats, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out so much. Appreciate y'all. Good luck tonight. Good luck this weekend. Hope you guys all have fun. We'll be back We'll be back again on Monday. Come hang out. We are out.